And we're live.
That is way too early to have stage 4 terminal cancer.
What would you say the ideal age is for that?
Like 92.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah. Did you see? There was this dude in, I don't recall the country, but it was 104 years old, and he was like raising money on Kickstarter or something to like, he was a scientist or something. It's not relevant what he was, but he wanted to end his life, and they wouldn't do it in his country, so they were flying him to Switzerland so he could be euthanized.
Oh, that's a
104-year-old
current
dude
thing, right? It's like,
it's pretty current. Let me try and find it.
yeah.
I read something about that recently, actually, in Canada. Not about flying from place to place, but they passed something that now you can, if you pass certain psychological evaluations, you can do that. And it was like a couple who were both in their 90s who did that together simultaneously and had like planned that. I read an article.
That's macabre, but that's also kind of sweet. You know, they wanted to go out in life because they cared about each other so much. You know, if you're married for like 60 years or some shit, 70 years, and you're 90, because like people got married early 70 years ago, like you're gonna die anyway within a year when your spouse leaves. Like life will be miserable.
But do you really want to go out all quiet and boring like that? Let's crash a bucket. Let's go rent a Lambo and hit a brick wall at 100 miles an hour.
It's like I always say, I don't know exactly what will kill me, but it will be shortly after impact.
No, I don't want the insurance.
Yeah.
Do we, Ethel?
I bet your wife loves that joke.
Oh, man.
She hasn't heard it.
She stopped listening 10 years ago in the relationship.
As long as they're like mentally sound and old enough, like, I think that's fine to euthanize yourself. I guess here's an interesting question. What's your age cutoff for 18. How old you have to be to medically kill yourself like that?
What I would allow?
No, like just you're not the dictator, just kind of your feeling about it, you know?
I don't think we should stop anyone, right? Like if you want to,
what if they're 9?
You're done. Okay. I
tried to put that to the test.
Like,
okay.
You're able to choose if you're able to choose your gender at the age of 9. You should be able to choose whether you want to continue or not.
Well, I can't argue
that. I guess I would go a little more severe than that, because I think there's stuff about like your psychological development, like when like if we're looking at age,
you would, Filthy.
Come on, like how is
I'm
that
taking the position that 7-year-olds are not fully developed. At 7 years old, I had a conversation with my mom and said Matthew is too boring a name, and she's like, "Well, what name would you choose?" And I said Superboy.
In that case, I would have make an exception for you, Woody. You could have been euthanized at 7. That would have been fine. If that's what you were going for, I agree. But I think for the rest of people,
here lies Superboy. 7 years Kyle. Little quote, "Mom, put down the shoe."
Kyle, what are you on tonight, man?
The little beer.
Yeah, that's.
I really like that one.
Hey, Superboy. Terribly.
He followed that with a firm stiletto beating.
The best part of that joke, quite honestly, was Kyle's reaction. Like, I was amused slightly at the initial, but like Kyle cracking up this hard is cracking me up right now, which is like
so fucking good. I pictured the tombstone and his mom standing there by it, not too bothered. Like looking at her watch, like how much.
So, Mrs. Woodward, you want to buy the plots 2, 3, and 4 next to him? Oh, no. No, this is where the escape mental patients are buried. Yeah, Superboy. Can't wait for people to have a field day with that. That's hilarious.
I'm sure there will be no memes.
The child casket was $39.99. You'll see it's inlaid with bronze. Is that a dog casket over there? Yes, those are dog caskets. That's the pet section. That'll do. He's far too long to fit in that. That's the That's the Shepherd Spaniel special.
Fold him up.
Cut him in half.
Yeah.
Take two. Bury him in like a fucking Build-A-Bear box.
Cram him in there. I don't fucking care.
Little parts of stuffing in him.
My parents travel so much. Sometimes I think to myself, like, are they going to see this one? They're not traveling right now. They're going to see this one. So now you know.
Oh.
That'll be a walk down memory lane for them. That's funny.
I imagine your mom looking at your dad and be like, yeah, pretty much.
At the time, it was a coin flip. You know, we really just didn't want to go down to the city hall.
What? That one.
Well,
yeah.
Get back.
It's funny to see where the topics lead to. That started with Cynical Brit.
Yeah. That took an upturn, didn't it?
Yeah.
Less sad.
I knew we'd find a way to make cancer fun.
I think my euthanasia cutoff would be like 60, unless they're terminal. Like if they're healthy, like they got to be at least like 60 before they can go kill themselves, or maybe 50. I don't know. Like that's
How
50
dare
is
you?
so young.
Yeah, I feel like you're questioning my judgment. I'm a grown ass man.
That's true, but like,
what have you done? What have you done? Who are you to step in and say, sorry, Mr. Woodworth, it seems you are 48 years old. You haven't matured to the stage that we think you're capable
it's even
of.
Slightly shittier than that, because nothing stops you at any age from taking your own life whatsoever. All that happens out of this is what are the ramifications of doing that legally. So everything else is like almost vindictive. If you're fucking 17 and kill yourself and it's not legal, all that really came out to be is this is now classified as some crime while simultaneously dealing with whatever the repercussions of that are.
And
so what
you
the
guys
fuck
have already
is it?
convinced me. Yeah, that
Yeah,
does make more sense.
Where
Like
I
if Woody
thought-
goes in and wants to end it, and I don't, he's 32 or whatever it is, wants to die. They're like, so Mr. Woodworth, I'm sorry, may I call you Superboy? So you do want to kill yourself? Like that shouldn't be wrong, but you know what I mean? Like it has a visceral feeling of wrong.
Really?
I don't know, but you're totally right. You could just go and shoot yourself or eat a bunch of
all you'd
Clorox.
be doing is closing off like a peaceful, probably pleasurable way to die, right? I imagine if you go in, they like drug you up so you're happy. What is the drug I like so much? Propofol or something?
What? Why did we even give him the happy? Like I got a fucking colonoscopy a couple years ago, and that was a 10 count that I got to 3 on. You know what I mean? It was like 10, 9, 8, I'm out. Like,
they didn't give you
happy,
something to
like,
ease the
colonoscopy
tension in
done.
advance?
Say again?
They didn't give
I
you
was
something to ease the tension. Oh, who are you talking to?
I was
Oh, no,
talking to you,
go
Woody,
ahead.
but I want to hear Taylor's joke after.
Whenever I go in for a procedure, usually they're like, oh, you look nervous. Let me give you this. And it's glorious.
Yeah. I was just thinking of how funny it would be if like you went in to be euthanized and they gave you a colonoscopy. All right, we're just gonna snake your pipe real quick, make sure that everything's hunky-dory.
I'm depressed and gassy.
Your last 30 minutes of life are laid on your side with your legs hugged to your chest with your ass.
And the final element of that you got to tie in is what they're actually doing is the next generation of sheepskin condoms.
Yeah. These are Woodworth condoms. Superboy.
Superboy brand.
That's what we'd call him.
Don't make the mistake his parents did.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah. Oh, that's fucking cruel.
Damn. Al going hard.
Oh, come on, that's mean.
Yeah, right. Nothing up till now. That was Taylor's breaking point.
No, that's great.
Yeah. Jeez, Kyle. Words hurt.
Don't make them
Superboy.
his parents.
Superboy. I'm pretty sure I've seen you
This
wearing
is
a
not 2
Superman
years.
shirt before, so I just keep getting that image in my head.
Rock it like it's hot.
Oh, that cracks me up so much.
Hurt since we started talking about Superboy. Oh man.
Cheeks hurt. My cheeks hurt right now. Yep.
Oh man.
It's a solid
Oh
name.
man, of all the places. No, it's not. Could have gone with like anything dope. Like I want to be Ajax. something neat. Sounds intense. Oh, I'm getting lightheaded.
Solid name.